So this is our given matrix and you have to solve it by the elementary transformation method in order to get our required inverse. So if you remember, when we want to find the value of inverse, the first thing that we have to do over here is that we have to check the determinant of this matrix. So let us check it. 2, 1, 7 and 4, that is going to be nothing but 8 minus 7, that is 1. Definitely it is not equal to 0 and therefore I can say that A inverse is going to exist. So now when I know that A inverse exists, I have a formula, a condition you can say, A into A inverse is equal to I. So in this case, I will write the values of matrices A and I in their respective positions. 2, 1, 7 and 4, 1, 0, 0 and 1 in place of I. So guys, if you remember, we have to convert the matrix A into the identity matrix, and for that the first thing that I have to do is I require this element to be converted into 1. And how do we convert any element into 1? Tell me, how to convert a number into 1? Yes, very good. You have to divide the number by itself. So I will say over here that R1 changes to R1 divided by 2. So if I divide that by 2, you will get the first element as 1, which I wanted. Rest of the elements, whatever is happening, let it happen. Just make sure that you are doing it properly. In the second row, there won't be any change. Yeah, so that was our first step. Now can you please tell me what is the second thing that you have to do, guys? Very good. You have to actually make this element as 0, and in order to convert a number into 0, you have to subtract by the same number. So for that, the transformation that I have taught you. So here it will become R2 changes to R2 minus 7 times of R1. So in this case, we don't have to make any changes in the first row. So 1, 1 by 2, again 1 by 2 and 0. So these elements will be just left as it is. अब इधर नीचे 0 तो आना ही है, so we are not worried about that. Let us see the second element. The second element over here is actually 4. So it is 4 minus 7 into 1 by 2. If I take LCM, 8 minus 7 upon 2, that is going to be equal to now 1 by 2. For the next, it is going to be equal to 0 minus 7 into half, which is nothing but minus 7 by 2. And for the last, it is going to be 1 minus 7 into 0. So 1 minus 0 is going to remain as 1. So that is the way we get our required answer for this step. What is the next step, guys? Yes, perfect. You have to convert this number into 1. Again, in order to convert this number into 1, we have to divide it by the same number. So when I say dividing by 1 by 2, it is exactly same as multiplying by reciprocal of 1 by 2. So either you can write it like this, R2 changes to R2 upon half, or if you want, you can also write it as R2 changes to R2 multiplied by 2, because this becomes reciprocal and gets multiplied like this. So it's your choice whether you write it in the first way or in the second way. We can write it or accept it in both the ways. So once again, I don't have to make any changes in the first row. Bring it down as it is. Half and 0. This will become 0. This will become 1. this is going to become minus 7 and this is going to become 2. So basically just 2 that over here got cancelled off from the denominator. Now after that, what is the next thing? The last thing, guys, come on quickly. Very good, that is absolutely right. You have to make the last element into 0. So you have to subtract it by the same number. So I will write over here the transformation. R1 changes to R1 minus half into R2. So we will just copy down the second row elements as it is without making any changes over there. Now let us see what happens to the first row elements. यहाँ पे तो 1 और 0 आने वाला है, so I don't have to worry about it because we are just doing the transformation for those numbers. Now in the last step you just have to work for the RHS values, that too of the first row over here. So what is it? Let me see. Half minus 7 into minus half. So basically it is going to be equal to half plus 7 by 2, which is 8 by 2, and 8 by 2 is 4. So I get this number as 4. The last number is 0. So 0 minus half multiplied by 2. So this is going to be equal to negative 1. So now guys, your this matrix over here has been converted into I, and therefore I into A inverse, as we know already, it is only equal to A inverse. So I am ready with my answer. Has everybody got that? So in the previous lecture, we have studied that in order to solve the equations by adjoint method, by the method of inversion, we had seen that we can find the inverse of that particular matrix by adjoint method, and then we can get the required values of x and y, right? This kind of question we have already studied, but we studied that with the help of our adjoint method. Now one sum I will explain you of a 2 by 2 matrix, how we can solve the equation with this method also, and then you can compare that this method is more faster than the adjoint method, or whether adjoint method is more faster than this method for you, and in exam you can go along with your method which is more specific for you. Okay, if someone finds the transformation method easy, you can stick to that. If someone finds adjoint method easy, you can go ahead with that. It's completely your choice, but just see to it that the question is asking over here the method of inversion. The method of inversion is used for solving the equations. Solving the equations means to get the values of x and y. So you have to keep this small thing in mind. Let us solve this equation. The question tells us that it is 4x minus 3y minus 2 is equal to 0. This. And the second equation that you have is 3x minus 4y plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so that's our given question. The very first thing that I will do is I will just take the constant numbers on the right hand side. So 4x minus 3y is equal to 2. Is equal to minus 6, equation 2. Now if you remember from your previous lecture, the first step that we have to do is we have to express this equations in the form of the three matrices A, X and B. So let's do that first. A is equal to 4 and negative 3, 3 and negative 4. X, I had told you it has to be a vertical matrix. I explained you the reason why you have to take it like this. 2 and negative 6. If you don't remember, you can just once again refer to that lecture. Okay. I'll send you the link for that once again if you want. After that, we have to find out the inverse of the matrix A. In order to get the inverse of the matrix A, first of all, I have to find out the determinant and check if it is really possible to find out the inverse of this matrix or not. So, determinant of A, determinant of 4 and minus 3, 3 and minus 4. This is minus 16 minus of minus 9, which is equal to minus 16, and plus 9, which is equal to negative 7. It is equal to 0. So definitely yes, the inverse exists, and hence I can say A into A inverse is equal to I. And one more thing that I did not write over here, AX is equal to B as our equation 1, as we always have to write. So please don't forget that, everybody. Now, the next thing is very important for you to understand. So please listen over here. Do not write this now. 1, 0, 0 and 1. If you remember, I told you in the beginning that I have to make the first element into 1. I already explained you how to convert that element into 1. And I am sure everybody is comfortable with that. But in the very beginning, if I divide this particular row by 4, see what will happen. Generally what I do always, do not write this. I am going to erase this off and I will do something different. So please wait. Generally what we do is we say R1 changes to R1 divided by 4. So first element comes out to be 1 and the remaining element will come out to be like this and 0. Now here I am coming across fractions in the very first step. There is a method to avoid the fractions in the very first step. Of course, subsequently when we are solving, we have to solve it with the help of fractions also. But in the very first step, if you want, you can definitely avoid the fraction. And let us see how I can avoid the fraction. Still, you will get the value as 1 in that particular place. So just understand this. Let me just get rid of this. Yeah, this has gone. Now, what I will do over here is, just see, okay, don't write. I will say R1 changes to R1 minus R2. Now, why am I doing it like this? The simple logic is that I require the first element to be converted into 1, and I know that 4 minus 3 is exactly equal to 1. So now when 4 minus 3 is equal to 1, it's simple for us that R1 minus R2 will result into 1. We are just focusing on one element. Whatever happens to the remaining element, let it happen. It won't affect our final answer. It has to be changed. So that's why we are just focusing on that element. So 4 minus 3, this will become not 0, sorry, 1. Next, minus 3, minus of minus 4. So it is minus 3 plus 4. This element also becomes 1. 3 and minus 4, no change. Next, 1 minus 0, that is equal to 1. And the last 0 minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. And the remaining two elements, there is no change over here. So now see, I have avoided the fractions. Still, my first element has been converted into 1. After converting this element into 1, you know the further steps. You have to now convert the element 3 into 0. So guys, in order to do that, you already know what you have to do. R2 changes to R2 minus 3 times of R1, correct? So 1 and 1, they both will just copy down as it is. There won't be any change in the first row. This is definitely going to be 0. What happens to the last element? Minus 4 minus 3 times of 1. So this is minus 4 minus 3. And what is that? Negative 7. Last number, in fact, other number, which is 0 minus 3 times of 1. 0 minus 3 is going to be equal to minus 3. And for the last, what is it? 1 minus 3 multiplied by minus 1. So basically it should be 1 plus 3. It becomes 4. So guys, we have already obtained the first element as 1 and the next element as 0. Now I don't have any other option, but when I want to convert this element into 1, the only idea that I have in my mind is that to divide it by the same number. So now I will come across the fractions in this sum. It's okay, coming across the fractions is not bad, but avoiding the fractions is always good. So that's why I was trying to avoid the fractions in the very first transformation. So here R2 changes to R2 divided by negative 7. So here I don't have to do any changes. In the first row, 0 upon minus 7 is 0. Minus 7 divided by minus 7 is 1. Minus 3 divided by minus 7, this will become 3 upon 7. Minus will go away. And the last element will become 4 divided by 7. Yes, so now guys, we have achieved our 3 milestones. Now the last is that I have to convert this element into a 0. So it's easy for us now. Can anybody tell me what is the transformation that we need to do? R1 changes to? Perfect. It is R1 changes to R1 minus R2. Very good. So 1001 ये तो आना ही है, so you don't have to worry about this at all. Now let us focus on the right side. 3 by 7 and minus 4 by 7. No worries about that. Copy down from up. Let us see what happens to the right side above values. 1 minus 3 by 7. When you take LCM, the value will become equal to 7 minus 3, which is 4 by 7. And for the next, it is minus 1, minus of minus 4 by 7, minus 1 plus 4 by 7. You can write it if you want, minus 7 plus 4 divided by 7, which is nothing but negative 3 by 7. If you observe on the right hand side, all the elements are having a common denominator of 7. So if you remember, we have done this kind of a working in the last lecture. This element is equal to I. So I into A inverse will be A inverse only. So I get 1 by 7, 4, 3, minus 3 and minus 4. So yes, this comes out to be your required answer of A inverse. Now guys, the last thing that you need to do, I hope everybody remembers, we have to pre-multiply this so that we can get the values of x and y. So I will say pre-multiply equation 1 by A inverse. See, this over here is your equation 1 available in front of you. So this equation has to be multiplied with, or in fact pre-multiplied with A inverse. So you will get over here A inverse into A into X is equal to A inverse into B. I have also explained why we have to do the pre-multiplication. Please refer to that lecture, go through that previous lecture once again so that you can recollect all these small things regularly. This is now going to be equal to 1, or in fact I, and I into X is just going to be X. So let us write it just like that. A inverse 1 by 7, 4, negative 3, 3, negative 4 multiplied by B. What was B? Yeah, it is 2 and minus 6. So it is 2 and negative 6 over here. Now multiplication is a piece of cake for you, I am sure. 1 by 7. 4 into 2, that is 8, plus 6 into 3, that is 18. For the next, 3 into 2, this is 6, plus negative 4 into negative 6, that is positive 24. So this 1 by 7 is as it is. 18 and 8, how much is it? 26. This is 30. So these are your values of x and y actually, guys. So I will write over here x, y is equal to by equality of matrices. It's very easy for us to identify x is the first number and y is the second number. Sorry, 30 by 7. Okay, so guys, this is our question based on a 3 by 3 matrix, and we have to find out the inverse of this particular matrix with the help of our elementary transformation method. But the steps do not change. The first step will remain the same. I have to actually find out the determinant of this matrix so that uh, I can identify whether the inverse really exists or it does not exist. So it is determinant of 2, 0, negative 1, 5, 1, 0, 0, 1, and so in this case. Okay. So it is going to be equal to 2 multiplied by 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 0, 0 into 15 minus 0 plus negative 1 multiplied by 5 minus 0. I am sure everybody over here is comfortable with determinant solving. 6 minus 0 minus 5. So that's equal to 1, which is definitely not equal to 0. And hence I can say that A inverse exists. So now guys, when we know that A inverse exists, so in that case I can find out with the help of our condition that A into A inverse is equal to I. So substitute this value 2, 0 minus 1, 5, 1, 0, 0, 1, 3, A inverse. So what do I get? 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So here also guys, the method is the same, but remember how we have to go ahead in this. The first step always remain to convert it into 0. If you remember in the 2 by 2 matrix, we used to convert the below elements into 0. So this is our second step to convert all the elements which are there below the first column 1 to be into 0. After that, this element is our step number 3, that whatever is element in the 2, 2 position, I have to convert that into 0, sorry, 1. And then these both elements have to be converted into 0. The one above it and the one element below it, they both have to be converted into 0. Step number 5, I will try to make this element into 1, whatever be the element. We know how to convert a number into 1, we are adding by the same number, so it's always easy for you. And then finally, these both elements will be converted into 0 in my step number 6. So a 2 by 2 matrix is a 4-step method. A 3 by 3 matrix is a 6-step method. So let us see one by one how I am going to. The very first thing that I will do over here is that I require 1 in the first position. How can I make the number into 1? I have to divide by the same. But as I told you guys, I don't want to bring fractions in the very first step. So in order to avoid the fractions in the very first step, I have an idea. Let me show that to you. See carefully. Do not write. I'll give you sufficient time to copy down afterwards. First listen, understand. If you have a question, you can ask. I will say over here, R1 interchanges with R2. Why we are doing it like this? Just be patient. I'll tell it to you. Let me do the step first. 5, 1 and 0, 2, 0 and -1. If you remember, I had explained you this particular thing in the last lecture. This is the notation for interchange. Interchange means all the first row elements will go in the second row and the second row elements will go in the first. So that is what I have done over here. You can see it from the above step. Then 0, 1 and 3 will not be affected. It will just come down as it is. The same transformation should be also applied on the right side matrix without fail. This will become 0, 1, 0 over here, 1, 0 and 0 again over here. The last will be 0, 0, 1. There is no change in this. Now, the question that I told you in the beginning, why did I do this step? It's very clear, guys. I can see over here that the first element which I wanted to make it into 1 has actually become 5. But this 5 will really help me. See how. I will say over here R1 changes to R1 minus twice of R2. Why is it like this? R2 element below 5 is actually 2. 2 into 2 is 4 and 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. So because I wanted to avoid the fraction, I am doing this particular step. So this is going to become 1 for sure. Let us see for the next element. I have to actually write and see it so that we don't make any mistakes. 1 minus 2 into 0. So it is going to be equal to 1. For the next, 0 minus 2 into minus 1. So it is going to be 0 plus 2. So this element becomes 2. Let me also do it for the right side matrix. 0 minus 2 multiplied by 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 multiplied by 0. This is equal to 1. And the last 0 minus 2 and again multiplied by 0. This becomes 0 only. So guys, we required 1 in fact in this position. I have got that 1. Now I will go with the remaining elements in the next step. Let me just copy down the elements of this matrix over here. Yes, so that is the required matrix. Now guys, as I told you, see, we are done with this. Now we have to make these both elements into 0. Out of that, this element is already 0. So there is only one thing that I need to do in this sum, that I have to convert these element into a 0. We already know how we have to convert that. We have to subtract by the same number. Can anybody give it a try? Just a guess. Anybody? Come on. R2 changes to what? Please try guys. It's okay if you are having any mistake. R2 minus. Superb. It is R2 minus 2R1. That is perfect. It's okay guys if you make a mistake in transformation, because this is very beginning, just 2 or 3 sums you have solved and 3 by 3 का तो ये first sum है, तो mistake हुआ तो भी कोई problem नहीं है. If you do mistake only then you will learn. So Do it, try it. Just don't leave it like that. If you will be afraid of this kind of transformation, you will never learn it. So क्यों R3 क्यों होगा बेटा? R3 में तो 0 है, 2 into 0 करेगा तो 0 हो जाएगा. सब्ट्रैक्ट क्या करेगा फिर? अपने को है ना, देख याद रख, कभी भी अपने को कोई भी नंबर को 0 में कन्वर्ट करना है ना, तो उसके ऊपर वाला या तो उसके नीचे वाला कहीं पे तो 1 होगा, उस 1 को यूज करना होता है अपने को. इसीलिए मैंने ये वाले नंबर को पहले 1 में कन्वर्ट किया है ना. या okay, so I don't want to make any changes in the first row as well as in the third row. Let me just copy down that so that we don't make mistakes later. अपने को ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन सिर्फ R2 में करना है. देखो तो खाली R2 का ही मैंने ब्लैंक छोड़ा, उसको अभी मैं ये इक्वेशन अप्लाई करूंगा. बाकी एलिमेंट्स को छोड़ दिया, बाकी एलिमेंट्स को ऐसे ही कॉपी डाउन कर दिया. तो इधर तो 0 आना ही है, सो आई डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दैट. Let us see what happens to the remaining elements. Let's write it and solve it, no problem. 0 minus 2 multiplied by 1. What is it? Negative 2. For the next, minus 1 है यहाँ पे. So minus 1 minus 2 and multiplied by the element above it, which is also 2. So minus 1 minus 4. No issues. It is minus 5. For the next, RHS values 1 minus 2 multiplied by minus 2. So it is equal to 1 plus 4 and that gives you 5. For the next element, 0 minus 2 multiplied by 1, that is going to be equal to negative 2. And the last element will be 0 because it will be just same. Above is also 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0. So you get the value as 0 in this case. So guys, if you see, we have achieved our first milestone. I required 100 over here. Can you see this? It is available. Now let us focus on the second one. We require 010 in this place, and let me see how I can do it. I have to now first of all convert this element into 0, sorry, not 0, into 1, so that with the help of this element I can convert above and the below elements into 0. We all know a simple idea is to divide by the same number. But guys, I really wish to avoid the fractions because fractions are not difficult, but there are chances that we will make a mistake. So looking at the numbers only, we have to decide it's completely a number game. There is no specific rule. You have to add this number or subtract this number and you will get the answer. So it's completely based on numbers in different matrices. So looking at those numbers, it is you who has to identify what transformation will have to be applied in this. So looking at these numbers, one very easy idea comes to my mind, which is, if suppose I make an interchange of these both rows. See carefully, I am purposely making an interchange of R2 and R3. So what will happen? 1 will go in the above position and minus 2 will come down in the lower position. That is what I will be doing. But you will get a question, why specifically R2 and R3? Why not using the above one? Why am I using the one below that? There is a reason. See. Yes, absolutely right. You got my point. We have done some step to get this element into 0. If I bring this one down, this 0 will go in the above position and 1 will come in the second row, which will not be an acceptable format. That's why if you do this, your above step will go wasted. So please don't do like this. You have to always look at the numbers and play with the numbers accordingly. So, lots of signs. Let me just get rid of this. And now, as we discussed, this element will go over here and this element will come down. Just a second, guys. Sorry. So let's do it, guys, as we discussed. R1, sorry, not R1, R2 interchanges with R3. 1, 1, 2, no change over here. Always remember, जिसको change नहीं करना है ना, just copy it down from up so that we don't make a mistakes over there. And then apply the corresponding changes as per our requirement. So 0, 0, 1, 5, -2 and 0. Yes, so now we are ready with this and we are also ready with this. Now the next thing that I want is to convert these both elements into 0 together in the same step. So guys, if somebody is writing, please don't write. Now we are going to do two things together simultaneously. So see carefully how I do it. Do not write. Now I know that I don't have to make any change in the second row because I have to use that row to make the changes in the remaining two rows. So I have just copied down that. In order to convert this element into 0, can you please try and tell me the transformation? Anybody quickly? R1 changes to what? Come on guys, give it a try. Perfect. Just R1 minus R2 ही तो करना है, उसमें और क्या करना है आपको? R1 minus R2 करोगे तो automatically 0 आ जाएगा. So let's apply this over here. चलो. I get over here, this will be 1 minus 0, which is equal to 1. 0 minus 1, 1 minus 1, that is 0. And 2 minus 3, which is going to be equal to minus 1. For the right hand side, minus 2 minus 0, which is negative 2. 1 minus 0, 1. And 0 minus 1, minus 1. So that is done for the first row. Now next thing over here is that, guys, you have to convert this element into 0. Can anybody give it a try? Come on, it's okay. You should give it a try. If it's wrong, I'll help you. R3 minus. Perfect. इधर जो नंबर है ना बेटा, बस उसी को आपको मल्टीप्लाई करना है. तो you don't have to think a lot. Just use the same number. You already have that in the question. You just have to use that once again for the next step. Simple. So it is going to be basically R3 plus 2R2. If I write it like this, it will be more better. तो minus minus का error होने का आपका chances निकल जाएगा. Okay. So let us do it. This is going to be 0 only. And this is definitely becoming 0, for which we are doing this step. So we don't have to worry about the first two elements. The last element you have to write and see what the answer comes over here. So be careful. So I have minus 5 plus 2 times of 3, because R2 element is 3. So minus 5 plus 6. And what is it? 1. So guys, if you see something, we are ready with this. We are ready with this. And the best part is that we are also ready with 1 in this position. See, can you see this? Identity matrix. Let me show it to you. ये देखो, यहाँ पर. Automatically ये आ गया. This will not happen always, but if we are lucky, it will happen. And it is not always based on the luck. We have to also select the right transformations. Now it is not like this that because I know the sum, that's why I have got it. I don't have the sums by heart. I am just trying to use logic. So what was the logic in the first step that I did? This was my first step. What was the logic? I wanted to avoid the fraction. So I interchanged this both. So looking at the numbers, it came to my mind. Okay. After that, once again, I was stuck up with a problem of the fraction over here. I did not want a fraction. Once again, I did the interchange over here in this particular step. After doing the interchange, I just used my basic application of the steps and I got it. So it's okay if you don't get it in the first try, but definitely with practice, you will definitely get it. So do not leave. Keep on practicing as many sums as you can. Practice will only make you more and more perfect. Okay, in this kind of sum set. चलो तो ये तो हुआ अपना लेफ्ट साइड का बात. अब सोचते हैं राइट साइड में क्या होता है. लेक्चर से ज़्यादा आज कुछ मैं दूसरा बात कर रहा हूँ ऐसा लग रहा है क्या किसी को? आई एम सॉरी फॉर दैट इफ यू आर फीलिंग लाइक दैट. आई एम just trying to encourage you so that you don't leave it because it's very important. Definitely going to come for 4 marks. So do not leave. So where are we? Yeah, we have to do this particular transformation. R3 plus 2R. So let us see the right side value. 5 plus 2 multiplied by 0. 2 into 0 is 0 and 5 plus 0 is 5. For the next element, minus 2 plus 2 again multiplied by 0. 2 zeros are 0. Minus 2 plus 0 is minus 2. 0 plus 2 multiplied by 1. So that is going to be equal to 2. So now guys, we are ready with this step. Next job is to convert these both elements into 0 one by one. No problem. Can anybody give it a try? What should I do in the first row? And then in the second row, we'll discuss it later. First of all, tell me for the first. Anybody give it a try? R1 minus R3. Are you sure? सपोज अगर आप माइनस वन करोगे तो आपको 0 मिलेगा क्या बेटा? यस, परफेक्ट. आ गया ना? थोड़ा लॉजिक लगाओ यार, सोचो. अगर डायरेक्टली ओरली नहीं आ रहा तो लिख के दिमाग लगाओ, आ जाएगा आपको. बट यू आर करेक्ट नाउ. R1 changes to R1 plus R3. Minus 1 plus 1 definitely gives you a 0. So guys, the best part is that you don't have to do any working on the left hand side now. We are already done with working for the left hand side. खाली राइट हैंड साइड में अगर केयरफुली वर्किंग कर लिया तो यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट द आंसर. सो इट इज हियर -2 plus 5 which is equal to 3. 1 plus -2 which is -1. Minus 1 plus 2 which is equal to 1. So there you go with the first. Anybody give me an answer for the second row? Come on, give it a try. It's okay if you are wrong. No issue. I'll help you. Give it a try. R2 changes to what? R2 changes to superb. R2 changes to R2 minus 3 R3 because I have to convert this element into 0 and I have to make a use of this element which is there in the third row. So you are absolutely right. Very good. So let's do it. So this is going to be 0 1 0. We don't have to do any working over there once again. Let us carefully do for the right hand side. So what will I get? 0 minus 3 into 5 minus 15. Then it is again 0 over here. So 0 minus 3 into minus 2. So 0 plus 6, basically 6. And the last 1 minus 3 into 2. So 1 minus 6 it is. minus 5. There you go, guys. You have achieved a very big milestone. This is now your identity matrix. I into A inverse is A inverse itself. So therefore, guys, you are ready with your answer. A inverse is equal to 3 minus 1 1 minus 15 6 and minus 5 5 minus 2 and 2. So that's it.